And we welcome you to tonight's live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Terry Roston along with Nick Alvarez coming to you live from St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today we'll be taking a look at volleyball as St. Mary's takes on the Douglas Trojans up from Roseburg direction. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. When we come back, we will have Bill's Glass Coach's Corner as we get ready for volleyball on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
And we'll welcome you back here to Bill's Glass Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner is brought to you by Bill's Glass. Bill's Glass is the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. We are able to catch up with St. Mary's coach Katie Miller. And we're able to talk to her a little bit before the game. As you know, Ainsley Dunn is out for the season due to a foot injury. So we're talking about those that are going to have to step up. One of those is going to be Kylie Kinsella tonight. That she'll be taking over in the middle where Ainsley Dunn played. We also talked a little bit about Kelsey Dunn, who has really been, as a sophomore, has been quite a force for the Crusaders at the net. She's young and still learning it, but because of some injuries and other things that have happened, they've moved her more to the outside than in the middle of the net, which has been, according to Coach Miller, something of a help to the team more than a hindrance. So we'll see what happens. They try to get it going. They're 5-5 tonight. They come up against the Douglas Trojans, who are 0-5, getting a little late start in their season due to COVID-related issues up north. But they're now playing and working and trying to get their first win. But St. Mary's trying to do what it can to get over the 500 mark for the first time this year. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. This has been the Bill Glass Show, Coach's Corner, sponsored by Bill's Glass, the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. This is a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Get from here to there. By using public transit, bicyclists can go farther, save money, and improve the environment. RVTD, here to get you there.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
You need to get from here to there. Using public transit to get to and from work gives you peace of mind and can save you money. RVTD, here to get you there.
Back to St. Mary's High School, where they're just about ready to get this one underway. St. Mary's Crusaders against the Douglas Trojans. They said Douglas, obviously out of Douglas County, looking for their first win of the season, having opened up 0-5 so far. I was asking Coach Miller, as we wait for them to verify lineups and do other official things, asking Coach Miller about playoffs. I said, you know, it kind of hurts that there aren't any state playoffs this year. But she says this is by far the toughest league in the state for 3A for volleyball. And as you know, I'm keeping up with the undefeated sets. Those that haven't lost a set yet. We had 9. 9 the last time I told you about this. We're down to 6. So we're losing them. Although I'm not sure one of them counts because they've only played 2 games. They've won all 6 sets. They're 2-0. But does that really count when the rest of them have played, like Henley is 21-0 in sets? They're 7-0 obviously in matches, but they've played 21 sets and have yet to lose one. That's incredible. All right, we're delivering water. All right, maybe we're ready to go. No, we're not ready to go yet. We're still taking care of official business and making sure that everybody is where everybody is supposed to be. And now we make the first substitution just like that for St. Mary's before we even get started. Kinsella comes off and Borvansky takes her place. I would assume that's because they're going to want Borvansky to serve first That's usually what that strategy is. So up for Douglas as they will begin the serve is, oh good, we have no numbers. And that one lands in and is a Douglas score right away. So we'll get ourselves caught here. If you'll pardon me for just a moment, I'm going to move the good old scoreboard. And there's a second one by Douglas. So a quick 2-0 lead by the Trojans. I would tell you who is serving, but we have no numbers for Douglas. So I'm going to apologize to any Douglas fans. There's a net ball, and that means that St. Mary's is going to get a point. So I'm going to have to apologize to any Douglas fan and Douglas parents that have tuned into the game to watch this. But I just don't know who's out there. But we'll give all of them credit. There's a good slam by 4, though. I'll tell you that. And Douglas may have given it away on a serve, but they get it right back. So number 9 is up. And that serve is in. That looked like it was going to go wide, but it managed to stay put. And there's Kelsey Dunn with a nice soft one that time. She can hit it really hard. She's got a really good slam. Yeah. We got a good slam, but I'll tell you, that one she didn't slam. It was a good play. Yeah, good move there by number 7 for Douglas, finding the empty hole. So St. Mary's is playing kind of a 4-2 offense to start with. 4 to the back, 2 up on the net. There's a nice little soft top by Thicket. Done. Went up and kept that ball on the Douglas side. And now Kelsey Dunn will serve. Palmer comes in. Thicket is out. St. Mary's substitution. And just like that, Douglas has the serve back. St. Mary's has yet to create any momentum of their own off the serve. Douglas will help them out as the Trojans drive that one into the net. So right now we're just exchanging serves. Nobody really taking control here. Here's Barvansky. Double hit by Douglas. Scoreboard has a different score than I have, so I'll fix it to reflect that score. 7-4. They changed their mind on the point is what they did. Good shot that time by the Trojans. And that's a timeout. So St. Mary's is going to call timeout as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. And what we see is that St. Mary's here in set 1 is trailing this by a count of 8-4. Today's game is brought to you in part by My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. And fans, you can help keep Table Rock Sports in the game by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports at youtube.com and click on the red subscribe button to help us continue to cover the action. And I'll tell you right now, the action will continue tomorrow, at least as far as I'm concerned, as we'll be out to watch St. Mary's and Cascade Christian boys soccer. That'll be at U.S. Cellular Park, Gary Wheeler Field, which will be Field 10. I keep telling you all that information like you're invited, but I'd love to see you there, but we understand you can't come, so we're happy to have you watch, and there's another Douglas point. Palmer is out, and Thicket is in for St. Mary's. Oh, he's going to say it's out. I looked like a really, really good shot that time. But the officials said it went long. Palmer to serve for the Crusaders. And a point. 4 hits. So Douglas hit it one too many times. Oh, now what? Net. And that'll be a point. There's, oops, for Douglas. They said that Johnston went into the net for St. Mary's. There's Johnston, but that one's sent right back her direction. They're going to say out. As Christman tried to guide that one in, but it was not to be. Oh, Kirstman goes up, and number 4 for Douglas rams her right back at him. They say, apologize. I don't know who's who out there, but I don't have a roster with numbers on it, just names. So a little tap by Christman. Nope, not going to save that. So Douglas is playing really well right now. There's another one out. They're beginning to get a little momentum off their serve. Thicket couldn't get that serve going the right direction. So Thicket is out, and Driscoll is in for St. Mary's. Number 6 keeps serving away. And Johnston with the tap. And the rejection right back at him that time was by Hanson. Oh, hey, there we are. I guess he must have heard me. What you get for being in a quiet gym. All right, we'll try to help you out there. That was Mackenzie Phillips that couldn't get control of that serve. Johnston is on the serve for St. Mary's. And drilling it into the net is Phillips again. That was quite a long hit to try and make that time, I think. And Johnston will send it way wide or way long. So Anderson is on the serve. Chin. Nope. It's out. That, I guess I hit the line. Boy, that looked close. That looked really close, but far enough. They called it out. Christman serving for St. Mary's. There's a good save by Douglas. And Kelsey Dunn will send it long. Douglas back on the serve again. Shaylin Thorpe. Oh, double hit. Yeah, I see too many hits. Yeah, and that was no good. So now St. Mary's has the serve back, but they have some work to do. They need to catch fire here a little bit. Hanson will be serving for the Crusaders. And that's into the net. Another one. This is what St. Mary's needs. They need really short rallies that end in their favor. They don't need to get going in anything long. They just need points. Whoa. Woo. Sending that one really, really long was Phillips. Mackenzie Phillips is like, she got a hold of that one, man. That'll be wide. The Douglas Trojans 7 points away from winning the set number 1. Oh, that's no good. They give it right back. Kelsey Dunn to serve. Good line drive, but it's dug out. Johnston with it, but they say Douglas saves that one. Saved by Dunn. Borvansky didn't get that one over. Serving now for Douglas is Wedgman. That's Johnston. And they can't. She manages to get that one over, and they couldn't, Douglas couldn't get it back on the block. So Borvansky will be serving. St. Mary's trying to find some fire. That's not going to do it. Palmer is going out, and Thicket is coming back in for St. Mary's. Serving is Mackenzie Phillips. She's been all over the court for Douglas. She'll drill it right into the net. So St. Mary's will take it back and see what they can do with it. Now here comes Palmer in and Thicket back out, and Palmer to serve. A little bit of confusion on what play was going to be ran there as Douglas players stood around, watched it fall to the court. Now, Anderson with that one. Slamming it hard enough that they were unable, that St. Mary's was unable to do anything with it. It's a Douglas point. And we have a timeout by St. Mary's. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads Douglas 22, St. Mary's 17 here in the first set. Please thank our great sponsors who make this great high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Let's try that word again. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. I'm sure they are legally run, but that wasn't what it was supposed to be, locally run. We're here in set number one, 22-17, Douglas on top of St. Mary's at St. Mary's High School, Medford, Oregon. They call the court here Jackson Court that they're playing on. And we're ready to go, right? No. Yes? Maybe. We are. Douglas on the serve. Polomulu on the serve, and she gets the Trojans a point. They're 2 points away from wrapping up this set. Christman drives it, but it's going to be saved by Douglas. And there's another one, and that is by Polomulu. There's two of them on the floor. Let me work that out for you. And there it is. So at the end of set one, we go to set two. Its scoreboard, the John L. Scott scoreboard shows that it's Douglas High School 1, St. Mary's nothing in terms of sets, as Douglas wins the first one 25-17. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to St. Mary's High School. We head to set number 2 with Douglas having the 1-0 lead in set. St. Mary's is set to serve first, and that doesn't go well as it goes into the net. And Douglas will take over immediately on the serve. Anderson. It's in. Nope, out. I'm sorry. So, here comes Hansen. Pass tipped out of bounds by Thorpe. St. Mary's gets a little going here in set number 2. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get a carry that. Oops. Wrong side. Going to get carried that time on the St. Mary's squad. Thorpe is serving. Good dig by Dunn. Oh my. And putting that over was Driscoll. And that came right back at her just about as fast as it went over. And that creeps over the net for Thorpe. St. Mary's unable to react in time. They had 2 at the net and the 4 standing back about midway. There's Kelsey Dunn to take it. And getting that one over is Driscoll. Not by much, but it got over. That's all that matters. Now she'll take a seat. Palmer is in. Kelsey Dunn to serve. That one creeps over. And Douglas able to handle it. Johnston punches it. Johnston sets. Nope. Another carry. So another Douglas point. Stepping up to serve will be Pulamula. Pulamalu, I think. Trying to get all of the syllables in because I think that's the way it's supposed to be done. And that's going to go way long. Another point for Douglas. I can tell you her first name is Molly. I'm good at one-syllable ones. There's a nice little serve, and St. Mary sends it the wrong way. There's Douglas High School ripping them off again. Trojans are getting the momentum. Oh, this double hit on Douglas this time. So St. Mary's finds themselves with Morvansky coming to the serve in the same place they did in the first set. They need to create some momentum off the serve. There's a good one. That was a good dig that time by Johnston. Kelsey Dunn gets it over. And slamming that one long is Phillips. That almost in this set qualifies as momentum. Long serve, but Douglas handles it. Hansen to Johnston, and Johnston knocks it over A little bit of a slam, and Douglas can't handle that one. And Douglas got that out there on the side of the court. Wasn't much that St. Mary's could do with it. Wegman is serving, and she scores. It's a 9-6 ball game. Douglas out on top. They already won set one. Christman taps it. And there's a slam by Anderson. It's not blocked at the net. Falls to the court. Another Douglas point. Palmer comes out. Driscoll is in. That's out. St. Mary's is doing, they're switching. Palmer's back in. Driscoll is out. They want Palmer to serve. St. Mary's needs to, needs to get some momentum and keep the serve for a little bit. A good shot by Johnston. And Douglas won't handle that one. Wedgman had her own good shot for Douglas, but St. Mary's did handle that one. Right down the line goes the Palmer serve. Trying to chase it down was Anderson and couldn't do so. So let's see if they can get a tie out of this. Anderson with the tap. And it's successful as St. Mary's doesn't get there. Anderson just tapped that one over. Driscoll back in. Palmer takes his seat. There's a good slam that time by Stoffel. As there was nobody home for St. Mary's on that one. Ooh, good dig. Oh, hit it 4 times. It wasn't quite as good as I thought it was. It looked pretty good to me. Johnston will be serving for St. Mary's, 12-10. St. Mary's was close to tying it up. Couldn't quite get it done. Boy, that's in. Yeah. Tennis, they call that an ace. Just drove that right past everybody. Nobody touched it. Good block by Douglas, but St. Mary's handles it. There's another slam, that time by Thorpe. And St. Mary's can't get that one back over. So, Mylanetta Polamalu will serve. Done, but she's rejected. Anderson right there to block that slam. Mylanetta still on the serve for Douglas. Oh, that just crept over the net. Can they save it? Maybe. No. tried. Driscoll gave it a good effort and had it go in the right direction, but it went wide on the left side of the court. St. Mary's left. Douglas is right. Good save that time by St. Mary's. There's a hard slam by Anderson that is not handled by the Crusaders. Douglas still with the serve. Good save so far anyway. We'll see if they complete it. Christman, Hansen, Christman taps it over. There's Anderson again. That's another point. 17-11. Douglas High School has it going here. The Trojans up. I know. I keep telling you that listen at all that I should be quiet about every time I compliment them. They get it going the wrong direction. Here's Christman. That one's out. I'll tell you what, the way Douglas is playing tonight, it's hard to see how they haven't won a game yet, or a match, I guess we should call them. How they can be 0 and possibly be 0-5, but they're playing really well tonight. Here's Dunn, but that one's out of bounds. Aiming for the left side of the court, but wide. Anderson to serve for the Trojans. Whoa, that came back in a hurry. Set. And good. And that's Molly of the Polo Amalou sisters. That one's way long. St. Mary's still has it. Driscoll's out. Palmer is back in. St. Mary's still has a chance. They just need to do something here. That one's long. Hansen continues on the serve now for St. Mary's. Oh, I say a double hit, yeah. That brings up Thorpe for Douglas. And a timeout by St. Mary's. So, the John L. Scott scoreboard shows us as we look at it, it's 1-0 in terms of sets. 21-15 in the second set as Douglas leads this as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net. The Medical Eye Center of Medford is helping bring today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the whole family, Visit medicaleyecenter.com to learn how they might help your vision needs. And even though we don't have a halftime, we'll tell you about the sportsmedford.com, brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Youth and adult sports leagues and tournaments are back on. To get in the game, visit sportsmedford.com, where you can learn about leagues and sign up. So we have us a 21-15 game here in the second set. St. Mary's trying to figure out how to climb back into this thing. They're going to be in danger of being swept tonight. Douglas on the serve. Oh, trying to get that one over was Phillips, but couldn't do it. So Kelsey Dunn will step up and serve for St. Mary's. And Douglas fails to handle the serve. We said St. Mary's isn't in any great jeopardy of losing yet this particular set. They are in a position where they need to do something, though. Oh, at that time, Molly was the one that slammed that one over. We have to use first names for them because there's the sisters out there. Molly on the serve. That's not going to even get over. Well, she had the chance to put this set away, too. 22-18, Borvansky to serve for St. Mary's. Douglas saves it after it looked like it's going to go the wrong way. And St. Mary's doesn't save it. 2 points is all that Douglas needs to win the second one. Wedgman on the serve. Double hit. St. Mary's stays alive. 23-19. Palmer. And that one goes in St. Mary's favor, as Thorpe couldn't quite catch up with that one. Send it to Thorpe one more time. This time Douglas will save it. That one goes wide. Christman sends it wide. And now Douglas is at set point. Substitution, yes. Driscoll is in, Palmer is out for St. Mary's. Serving for the win, Mackenzie Phillips. Set point for Douglas. Dunn to Driscoll. Borvansky gets it over. There's a good slam that time by Thorpe. And that will end the second set. And we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. It shows us now that Douglas leads it 2-0, having won this last one 25-20. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guys! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed. From the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to St. Mary's High School, where we're ready to get the third set. Well, they got the third set going right now as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of Table Rock Sports. And St. Mary's gets the first point. Douglas had the serve to open up the third set. Borvansky will serve. St. Mary's wants to win this match. They don't have any choice. They've got to win three sets in a row now. So far, they got it going the right direction. On a 3-point run, 3-0 run to start this third set. Dunn will get it over. And no. They won't save that one. Trying to save it desperately was Molly, but she couldn't get it done. Tell you what, Johnston went up and there were two Trojans there to block it, but neither one could get it back over to the Crusader side of the net. There. That's a good one by Anderson that time. So that'll stop the 5-point run by the Crusaders. Thorpe will serve. That was Christman with the tap. Gets the serve right back. Right back to St. Mary's. Palmer to serve it. And Douglas sends that one into the bench, diving to try and get that serve was Phillips. But couldn't get there. And they save it. Here's another Johnston slam. But Douglas will save that one. Will they save it? They did. St. Mary's saves that one. Way out of bounds, but they get it back. Christman. That was Molly with that one. Touch for Douglas. Christman gets it over. And Johnston will hit it home. 8-1 ball game. Palmer to serve. Boy, St. Mary's has come alive here this third set. But there's a good little tap by Phillips. That'll slow the Crusaders down. Driscoll and Palmer switch places. Driscoll coming in. They've been doing that most of the night. There's Driscoll. Christman taps it over, not the double hit. Oh, Carey. So Johnston on the serve now for the Crusaders. Yeah, that double hit. (10-2). Way long. Serving is Wedgman. And Dunn will send it long. So we'll see if the Trojans don't catch a little fire here. Oh, going to be another Trojan point. Another double hit. That's into the net. That'll bring Christman to serve for St. Mary's. And Wedgman just, you hate to use the word wedge, but that's really what she did. She just wedged it right between. Nope. Now they take the point away and give it to St. Mary's. And they say that Wedgman was over the net. Her hand was over the net. That was done with that slam. And Douglas was able to save it. And that's Kinsella rejoicing just about a second too early. She got it over and she thought it was done, but Douglas was trying to save it out of the net and couldn't. And there's a point by Christman. A little confusion on the part of the Douglas Trojans. And now they say we better take a timeout. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, what we see now is that St. Mary's here in this third set leads it 14-5, and they need to win this set desperately. Today's game is brought to you in part by My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip. Begins at My Circle K. Fans, I'd like to remind you that you can help keep Table Rock Sports in the game by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports at youtube.com and click on the red subscribe button to help us continue to cover the action. So it's a 14-5 game here in the third set. St. Mary's tries to find their way back into this match. Here's Christman on the serve. Dunn, and she gets it over. Trying to block it that time was Anderson, but Anderson couldn't do so. And again, Douglas can't save it. This is a little more of the St. Mary's that you, or at least I've been used to seeing, play volleyball. Not sure what happened in the first two sets, but they have come alive in this one. And that serve goes long. Good choice by Douglas. They almost touched it. So serving for Douglas is going to be Mackenzie Phillips. Well, they finally get a ball out, volleyball out to her. Slaps it around a little bit, and here we go. Yeah, and getting that one down that time was Kinsella. And so St. Mary's takes the serve right back. Not much damage done there. That's going the wrong way. Wedgman a little tentative with that shot. Her and Anderson were there together. There's a good dig. Oh, they say that Dunn slammed it, but they saved it. St. Mary's will save it. Borvansky will get it over. And Wedgman trying to do something, but found herself in the wrong position to do anything. Hansen keeps it up for the Crusaders. Oh, yeah. Another carry. Seen quite a few of those tonight. Most of them at the net when they're trying to save the ball because it just barely climbed over the net. And Mylenta is serving for Douglas and scores a point. And that'll be all she gets out of it. And again, the serve goes back to St. Mary's, who mitigates whatever damage could have been done. Kelsey Dunn serving for the Crusaders. There's Anderson getting it over. And Dunn doesn't get it back. So likewise, as Anderson gets set to serve for the Trojans, they too are limiting the damage being done by the serve right now. We're just trading serves. Hansen slams it, but it's out. (21-10), but it doesn't feel like St. Mary's is in any danger this particular set. Although, keep that up and they may make me wrong on that point too. 21-11. And that falls between Dunn and Borvansky. And there is going to be a timeout by St. Mary's. So as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, we see here that in the third set, if I can say that, St. Mary's leads this one 21-12, and they need this one desperately. Please take the time to thank our great sponsors who make this great high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. And for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. They're locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Oh, we're ready to get back to action here. Anderson on the serve for Douglas. And all of a sudden, the Trojans have caught a little momentum here this third set. They already lead it 2-0 in sets. That's not going over. I said it didn't, at 21-11, it didn't feel like St. Mary's was in much danger. I don't know. If the Crusaders can't get this stop, I may have to change my opinion. There's Morvansky getting it over. Wedgman. That was a good block that time by Palmer. Johnston with the slam, but Douglas will save that. And tapping it over is Thorpe. And St. Mary's can't do anything with it. 21-15. Substitutions. Kelsey Dunn is out. Sydney Alexander in for the Crusaders. Right to Morvansky. And that's it. 21-16. Okay, now it's starting to feel like maybe there's a little trouble brewing. And that one just crept over the net by Anderson. There wasn't anything anybody was going to do about that one. And Johnston sends it into the net. Anderson has quite a streak going here. (21-19). I take it back, man. Starting to feel like St. Mary's might be in a little difficult spot. They need to get this stopped. Douglas gets it. No, it's going to go right into the net. And now we have another timeout by St. Mary's. As we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads St. Mary's 21, Douglas 20, as the Trojans have closed this thing down in a real hurry. The Medical Eye Center of Medford is helping bring today's action. They have a wide range of eye care services for the whole family. Visit medicaleyecenter.com to learn how they might help your vision needs. You also want to visit playmedford.com to find out more about the father, daughter, and mother-son superhero hikes in the hills above Medford this spring. Or you can learn about all the other great leagues and programs at playmedford.com. Tomorrow night, yours truly is out to take a look at soccer, as it'll be Cascade Christian taking on St. Mary's. U.S. Cellular Park is where we will be, and the Gary Wheeler Field in particular. Here we go. Anderson to serve. Johnston gets it over. Anderson to Thorpe. Morvansky will save it for St. Mary's. Anderson back. There's a slam. And St. Mary's won't save that one. They work that one to Wedgman. And right now we have a tie ball game. Anderson. They get it back over. That was Molly. There's Johnston. Set it to Phillips. Phillips will tap it over. And Douglas has come all the way from a 10-point deficit to lead this. That'll go the wrong way. (23-21). 2 points away from winning the match. Johnston gets it over for the Crusaders. There's Molly. Molly drills that one home. 24-21. We are at match point. St. Mary's has 3 of them. Johnston gets it over. Anderson. Wedgman to Phillips. It's in. And that'll be the match right there. As that is your final score. I'm sorry, I forgot to remove my big old break board. But as you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it shows that Douglas won this one 3-0. Straight sets for their very first win of the season. We'll be back with the My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, post-game show right after this, as you've been listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation, TableRockSports.net. This is the My Circle K, powered by GP Energy post-game show. And as you can see, Douglas High School pretty well had their way tonight as they win this match by a count of 3-0, winning the first set 25-17, winning the second one 25-20, and then coming back in the third set from a 10-point deficit to run off 14 straight to end the game and win it 25-21. Fairly impressive effort as it's the first win for the Douglas Trojans. Tomorrow night, As I said, I'll be out there taking a look at the St. Mary's boys soccer team as they take on Cascade Christian. That's at Gary Wheeler Field at U.S. Cellular Park. And that'll be that next broadcast for me. We thank you for joining us for tonight's ball game. We'd like to thank St. Mary's High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock as a sports production, I said, at least for me, will be tomorrow night. And that'll be boys soccer beginning at about 4 o'clock. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is Douglas 3, St. Mary's nothing. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett with David Alvarez. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.